Some nights the hills feel alive, the air charged, the sky in motion. Up here on Hedgehope Hill, the wind roars through the darkness, the tent sways, and the Aurora dances above. This is Northumberland at its most raw and its most beautiful.
Stephen, the Geordie Wildcamper here, and I'm back in my home turf. I'm back at Northumberland. I'm going to be heading up that one right there. That's where we're heading, Hedgehope. It's just above 700 metres. It's one I've never ever camped on, but supposedly it's got amazing views. I've never actually been up it. All I know is it's a real slog to get up. There's quite a few flat pitches up there, so we should be fine. And as you can see, it's a little bit blustery right now, but those winds are meant to settle right down. We're meant to get a nice sunset and a sunrise, so who knows? You are on the Cheviots, so that weather can change in an instant. In 2 minutes that could be clagged in. Right, let's carry on. Interestingly enough, that over there is the very, very first place I ever recorded a wild camp, and that was good friend Halesy. If you've ever seen one of the first videos, if you're an OG, thank you very much for sticking along. But if you haven't seen it and you want to laugh, Langley Crags, hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Oh, they weren't wrong when they said a slog, and this is quite imposing. So this is the last bit of ascent. I'm not looking forward to that, if I'm completely honest. It looks a bit rough, looks wet and boggy, like everything else along here in the Cheviots. Doesn't matter what the weather, it's always the same here, like absolutely sopping wet, boggy, full of grouse that jump out at you at any moment. You know, you'd be walking along and this grouse just waits till the last second. Hey, look, they didn't make the noise, but knowing what to do is wait till the last second you're right beside them and jump out. Scares the living daylights out of us. When you're not, you know, I was listening to a podcast just bombing along, boosh, out they come. Honestly, shut up, he's having a little laugh at us now. Right, I'm not going to film any of this. Sorry folks. As you'd expect in the Cheviots, 715 metres or so. It's windy. It's nice and cooling though. I've been down with a bit of protection. Oh, that's revitalising after that slog up. The difference a cairn makes. No wind. Out of the wind. Stunning views from up here. Absolutely stunning. I'm just gonna have 2 minutes. I'm gonna get pitched and get sorted because time is getting on. It is now 3:05, and I think sunset is about 20 to 5. So yeah, cool. I don't know what you can see, but this area seems to be the flattest part. So this is where I'm going to pitch. Well, I've just managed to get pitched in out of the wind, which is nice. And as you can see, I'm not in the Vardia one at all. I'm in this Hilleberg Nallo. It's canny. It's a bit flappy, but it's canny. Right, let's get the stuff put away and get sorted. Hoo-wee. Right, finally all set up. Tent's taking a little bit of a battering, but no, it's silly. So out in the Nallo here, Hilleberg Nallo. This is looking pretty lovely. I think it's going to dip behind that cloud very, very soon, so looking good. Inside, back to space on this porch. I've got the Thermarest xTherm. This is the neave gear wattarah again, good to -2, and then all over me kit on that side, so plenty space. And yeah, it's like a palace. Yeah. What do you think about this bad boy? Bloody hell. Just got myself a brew on. Cheviots got its hat on as usual. Nearly always got clag on at that. God, it is bitter. And it's still here for too long, but let's test the wind speed. Look, everyone likes the anemometer. Right? Max. Just for sitting in. I'm just going to sit in. Right, 34s, 30s. Steady constant 32. Yeah, it's dropping a little bit. What's the wind chill? Oh, it's in Fahrenheit. What the hell is that? There you go. It's just keeping on 0 degrees there, so it is cold. Frozzy.
There's something about Northumberland that gets under your skin. It's not just the rolling hills or the vast open skies, it's the feeling of space, of quiet. Out here you can walk for miles and hear nothing but the wind and the curlew's call. The light shifts by the minute, soft gold one moment, storm grey by the next. It's raw, untamed, and beautiful in a way that never asks for attention.
Well, that light's starting to fade now. The sun has just dropped behind those clouds, which is a shame, but it's creating some nice pinks in the clouds. I'm out in the Nallo. It's not the lightest by any means, but it's a fortress, double walled, 8mm pools. Will be absolutely fine tonight. Interestingly enough, you know, we're sitting on the borders between England and Scotland here, and once that sun goes down, there isn't much else. There's not much that goes on. We are hoping to see some stars come out. I can see the moon already up over there, half moon, and out to the east coast there. Again, lit up in a nice pink pastel colour. Oh, it's biting. It's absolutely biting tonight. I think it's time I get a hot chocolate on and warm me cockles up a little bit. That's my hot chocolate made. Just going to warm my hands over the fire a little bit. Oh, a bit chocolate on it. Oh, bloody hell, that's nice and warm. Just taking the last of this light. There is a red Aurora warning already out, but as you can see, that's northeast, which is where you'll probably find it, and it's clagged into bits, so we'll see what comes. This is all meant to shift tonight. I'm just going to check the weather again. Let's have a little look on Met Office and see what it says on here. So it's saying Earl, but whatever that is. It's changed. It's not 4 o'clock now. And it was due to be clear pretty much most of it. Let's have a look at the Cheviots, see what the Cheviots is. Oh no! Fuck! Just spilt me hot chocolate. Fuck. What's the chance? Let's get doing it this. I'm just at the cairn. You can see over. It's just over there somewhere. We're in a little bit of mist here. What's going on? I am hoping it's bloody clears. Honestly. Bloody typical. Oh. And I spilt me other hot chocolate, so I managed to make myself another one. Oh, it's lovely. When we said warm your cockles, I wasn't joking. Yeah, let's dip a biscuit in and all. Sure, got some biggies, look. Foxes. I'm going to have 5 minutes here, relax, get a couple of biscuits in. No better, eh? No better. Oh, it is freezing. Honestly, I don't think I can stay out here long. I'm going to have to get out of these pants. I'm going to put my down pants on, get my merino base layers on, stay out, stay as warm as I can. But yeah, it wasn't forecast for this mist to come in, but sometimes they get it wrong, don't they? Oh. So much for the forecast, right? Never gets it right. Sometimes gets it right, and on this occasion they didn't. So my plan was originally to go to the Lake District, but the weather looked pretty rubbish. Northumberland looked best. Looked like it was going to be a clear night. No fog, no clag. But here we are. There's a strong red warning for the Aurora. But I'm just not sure we're going to be in a position to see it, given the clag. What I'm going to do is go around and make sure everything's fastened up now. Everything's alright. Batten down the hatches, but it is clearing and coming and clearing and coming. As you can see a little bit, but you can see by the glow of the head torch and the moon over there and the halo around it, that it's I've got my hat on basically. Yeah. Anyway, let's batten down the hatches in here. Right, I'm just checking the guidelines here, make sure everything's kind of hunky-dory. You can see the condensation already from that mist coming in. It does need a little bit of a tighten. I'm not going to tighten it too much though. Good in that sense. Let's have a little look at the wind again. .30 odd. Now to ride home about. Decent, but now to ride home about. Right, let's get back in. The Aurora's dancing about. It's a little bit faint at the moment, but hopefully as it gets a little bit darker, it's dark at the camera, but it's not that dark, the moon's out, we'll start to see a bit more, so I'll be leaving that out all night and hopefully capture something. Oh.
Above, the Aurora drifts like fire across the night sky, the tent resting quietly beneath it. Sleep carries me through the hush of the hills until the first soft light slips through the doorway and Hedgehope awakens with the moon.
Good morning from a much more calmer Hedgehope. Last night was rather blustery, as you've probably seen from the video, but this morning is looking pretty nice. It's calm right down. I don't know what time it was because I was out for the count. Fell asleep really quickly and I didn't really wake up, and that's not often for me while camping. I think I'm a little bit under the weather, so quite literally. I've got a brew on. I'm going to get some shots of this because this is absolutely amazing. And I just got a sneak peek of the footage last night that I left out, and it looks like the Aurora was dancing all night. Absolutely all night. Amazing stuff. Beautiful, shall we say.
The night's wind has finally settled, leaving the hills quiet and still. Soft pink light stretches across the ridges, painting the world in calm after the storm. I sit with me coffee, letting the warmth seep in, thinking back over the night, the sway of the tent, the roar of the gusts and the endless sky above. Up here in the silence, everything slows. It's peaceful, raw and humbling. A reminder that even after chaos, there's always a moment to breathe and reflect.
Awesome, absolutely awesome. It is absolutely brass this morning, like my fingers are cold. Just been flying the drone and that's not good for your fingers, like. Sun's just poking up now. Just rearing its head. Hopefully brings a little bit of warmth. Don't know if it will, but we'll see. We will see. Anyway. I think I may have to get another brew on. Beautiful. Look at that. Now, normally I'm not a preachy kind of guy or give advice on the channel, that type of thing, but in this case I did want to talk about one thing, which is the 3 layering system. So I recognise there's a lot of new subscribers, a lot of new people to the channel, so if you're thinking about coming wild camping, we are getting into the autumn winter season and it's really important that you stay warm, especially when you're up at camp or you're getting out in the morning. So in this case, when I'm at camp, usually what I'll wear is a down jacket with a mid layer and a base layer. But the 3 layering system in this case is slightly different. So what you have is usually you have a base layer, which is not made out of cotton. Don't get cotton. Usually you have some nice sports material, polyester, that type of thing. And this is here to kind of wick the sweat away, a bit of climate control. Then on top of that, you have your mid layer. Now this is the one that does most of the work. So this is the one that will keep you warm. So this is a lovely fleecy material, which traps the warmth in. And then on top of that, when I'm out and about and I'm hiking, I've got my outer layer. So this is the shell. So you have a jacket, which is windproof and waterproof. And if you combine all these 3 together, you will stay warm. I usually pair it with a pair of gloves or a hat. And then as I'm walking, I can vent. So I'll have vents on the sides, or I can lose the hat, the gloves, and be toasty warm. There's nothing worse than being cool on camp. Anyway, take it or leave it. Right, it's just time to get the tent down now. So the Hilleberg Nallo 3 was brilliant. Loads of space in there, bags and bags of room. Very strong with the tape mill pools. Wind, give it a good battering if I'm being fair here. But I think what I'm going to do is raffle off this tent. So if you want a chance to win this Hilleberg Nallo 3, it's a brilliant piece of kit. Absolutely outrageous. It is a used version, but as you can see, I've used it. It's absolutely perfect. Nothing wrong with it. I do have some spare guy lines, which are the actual Hilleberg guy lines, which I'll include as well. But all I'll say is keep an eye out on my Instagram page. If you don't know what it is, I'll just link it here somewhere. Follow the link down in the description as well. That'll take you there. Make sure that you obviously subscribed and followed and all that other stuff. And then what we'll do is we'll set up some kind of raffle system. If you know how to do that, I'm going to have a look into it. But I thought, I can't have that many tents, so why not give you guys a chance to win this, whilst also investing back into the channel. It'll allow me to then go ahead and purchase more gear, you know, pay for fuel, whatever it is, or new camera lenses, because this stuff ain't cheap. It is not. And I never ask for buy me a drink or anything like that, but I suppose in this way we'll help each other. You get a chance to win some gear. You know, I think these are going for 1100, 1200 quid, brand new, and you can maybe pick one up for a £5 or a £10. Sounds good to me. Right, let's take it down. The usual departure drill. Leave no trace, nothing left, but an absolutely stunning camp back in my homeland of Northumberland, and it just makes you appreciate what you've got on your doorstep. This is first time I've been on Hedgehope. It is a slog up, mind, but views are magnificent. Sunrise and sunset if you get the right time of year, and yeah, awesome. I'll catch you on the next one.